Ratcliffe, recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Madam Secretary, thank you for being here today. I very much appreciate your testimony that you've given on all aspects of how DHS is prioritizing resources to accomplish the President's agenda for safety and security of the American people. As the chairman of the Cybersecurity Subcommittee, I want to focus my few minutes with you on this particular area. And I will start out by saying, with all due respect to your predecessors who've had considerable talents and abilities, I'm of the opinion that you have brought with you to this office a greater knowledge and appreciation and are more steeped in cybersecurity than anyone before you. And I want to help you take advantage of that. I know we share the common goal of wanting to improve DHS's ability to impact the nation's cyber posture and defense, because I know we also, I think, agree that cybersecurity poses one of our greatest national security threats right now.
Yes, sir.
So in the spirit of wanting to help you be successful, one of my priorities early in this term has been to investigate the continuous diagnostics and mitigation program. We've held 2 hearings, we've had a number of briefings, countless meetings, and I'm of the opinion that CDM is certainly a value add to our federal cybersecurity, a way to fortify our government networks and systems. So let me start out and ask if you share that opinion.
I do. I think it's a very part and parcel of one of our tools to find out what's on our network, who's on our network, and as you know, we're moving now 4th phase towards data.
So looking then towards the continued success, hopefully, of CDM, help me make the case to appropriators, to other members on this committee, as well as to the administration, about what we can do to ensure the value of the CDM program so that it's reflected in future budget cycles.
Yes, thank you. So we hope through the newest vehicle, as you know, it's called the Defend vehicle, we hope to be much more agile, and we hope to be able to utilize that to not only be up on the emerging threats, but to use it to understand the threat patterns so that we can more quickly come to you with requests for additional resources and tools.
One of the other priorities that the Chairman and I have spent a considerable time on and will continue to do so is DHS's cyber workforce.
Yes.
In light of the growing cyber threat landscape, I think it's imperative that DHS be properly staffed with an essential cyber workforce to meet the cyber mission and to counter what are obviously some very highly sophisticated cyber adversaries. I know you haven't been the Secretary for that long, but early on, are there programs or initiatives that you have identified as being most effective in recruiting and retention?
We have. So the NICE, the acronym NICE program out of NIST and others, which helps us identify the unique skill sets that we need to hire as part of it. But the other part is helping, frankly, folks within the community understand the mission. When they understand the threat and they understand the mission, I find that they're much more interested in coming to serve their government. We can't pay them the same amount, but we can provide them an opportunity to serve their country and to serve a mission. We are looking at retention, as you know, benefits, different programs, cross-training, what we can do on the back end, and we're working on some pilots with industry to cross-train or do exchange so that we can both benefit from that experience.
And while I appreciate that, Madam Secretary, one of the things that we've already done, what Congress did in 2014, was to provide for some accepted service and expedited authorities to address this cyber shortage, if you will. And the indications are that it really hasn't been utilized or maximized to the extent that we would hope. Is that something that you're focused on?
It is, and I do agree that it has not yet been utilized to the extent that it should be. So yes, we are actively looking at that, and we thank you for that, including the cyber pay that went with that.
Well, again, let me just tell you that I think we have a great opportunity under your leadership and stewardship to improve the historical reputation of DHS, particularly as it relates to cyber issues. So I pledge to you that I want to help you in that regard to move the needle in a positive and appreciable way. So my door will be open to you in that regard.
Well, thank you. I'll take you up on that. Appreciate it.
I yield back.